have talked a lot on the show recently about the return of the 90s and the early aughts when it comes to fashion and makeup, but it seems that time period is also back when it comes to celebrity romances. Of course, we could only be talking about the return of Bennifer. PR stunt? True love? Will we ever know? One thing we do know is J-Lo and Ben Affleck have brought PDA back along with their relationship, and we are getting into that for today's TNT Chat. One of the reports that was on, the internets was that she was having a family dinner, like with her kids, and full on making out with Ben at the dinner in front of the family, like a family dinner. And people are like, whoa, not only are they back, they are back. Like, they are back. And so we've been through like a year, more than a year, of not being able to touch anyone, not being able to talk to anybody, not being able to be close to people. And then you see these displays of PDA. And I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of that. And you know what? I'm kind of here for it. T, what do you think?
Well, first, I'm just going to make a quick note on the Bennifer thing. I think people are so obsessed with this. It's because everybody has that person in their life that they think got away. You know what I mean? So I think this gives people hope that, like, oh, well, yeah, that person that we broke up like 10 years ago, but maybe, just maybe, we can reminisce and go back and get a second chance at it. So I think that's what people are so obsessed about. When it comes to the PDA and the pandemic and everything we've gone through, listen, you'd probably shock you, but I have been guilty of PDA. I've done that. I actually like it. I mean, I feel like it's like you get thrown away in the moment and you lose control and no one else exists around you. I've been guilty of it. I've made out and done things in public places, and I'm okay with saying that. But at the same, I think it's great to get that passionate and get thrown away, but I do understand that what it's like to watch it. Yeah. I like to be a part of it, but I don't like to be around it. When I'm around people who are doing it, it's awkward. You don't know where to look. Yeah. I look down, and when people are doing it at a table with you, like, that's uncomfortable. Like, now I feel silly. Like, do I eat? Do I talk? What do I do? So it's annoying. It's annoying to be around it. Like, you really, really should think of what you're putting people through, especially if you're with people you know. Yeah. Like, someone you know is with you when you're doing that. Coming out of the pandemic, people saying, well, coming out of the pandemic, I want to hug everybody. I'm actually really not affectionate at all in real life with other people, so I don't miss hugging in any of that, right? It's not my thing, but in a relationship, I'm super affectionate.
Got it. Okay,
well,
so
I know you like hugging.
I'm affectionate with everybody all the time. So maybe you're a bus driver and I'm getting on your bus. Maybe we are hanging out at a pharmacy and we're shoulder to shoulder. I touch people. It's a problem. Like, I think that when we get post-pandemic, I'm going to have to, like, figure out what to say to people before I approach them. Like, the audience members that come in to watch Cityline, they know, like, we hang out, we hug, we take photos. So that's going to be a lot of rewiring for me when we are actually able to connect again. But when it comes to PDA, here's an interesting thing. First of all, if you could see my face, T, not shocked at all that you were making out in public at all. Like that I'm not surprised. She lives.
Why?
I'm not surprised by it. Like, I can see you being, like, getting carried away with someone who you really like. Like, that's okay. But I wanted to say about Leo, when we first met, like, he's, born in Haiti, but raised in Quebec. And not to do, like, a general blanket statement over all French people, but there's a lot of touching. There's a lot of affection. It's very open. If you go to Paris in the springtime, people are making out on benches. Like, it's not a big deal. And so that was his vibe. The first time we went to a family party, like 50 loud Jamaicans, but we're affectionate in terms of hugging, but, like, we're not making out in front of each other. Like, we don't do that in my family. Right. And I sort of to tell him, like, hey, like, maybe just hold my hand, like, back off a little bit. And I feel like I had to backpedal to get him to come back to that being affectionate, because I do think it's an important, and I do like it. When you're with someone, I think that's okay. Maybe not at a dinner table, AT. Maybe not in front of the kids. They're gonna get a lawyer and ask to be a man.